I continued to travel because that part I was not willing to change. I'll tell you just really quick before we switch gears. When we first met, probably our second date. Now, mind you, he's watched me for about 2 years.
Mhm.
He's commented on. As a matter of fact, the first time he asked me out, I was on my way to Thailand. Right, I was en route into Thailand. So again, I'm not new to him, right? And so, like second date, he asked me a question. Now, mind you, I've owned houses, I've built a house. I I chose to downsize because for me, it wasn't about things anymore, it was about experiences.
Right.
And so I could very well afford to be in the big house again. It was not my preference. It was not, I was no longer interested in that. I wasn't even interested in decorating. Like, I still like a nice lifestyle, but I was real bare bones at that point. All I wanted to do was be in the air and go and experience another culture. And so, second date, he asked me, so if it came down to paying a real estate tax bill, like say you did own a house again, and should have been my first red flag, but it was like, this is one of those control things where men think women like don't have their priorities in order. And so he's saying, if it came down to paying a tax bill or booking a trip, what would you do? And up to that point, we had talked quite a bit about how I budget for
Right.
trips, right? That was a
Mhm.
main part of my budget. I lived well below my means, well below my means. And so I said, I'd sell the house. I'd sell the house. The real estate taxes would get paid and I'd still travel, but I'd sell the house. Because if it means I have to compromise something that's important to me, I would get rid of it. Because that's what I've done up to this point. And so that was that was really his way, which later proved to be true of I'm going to change your mindset about because the big house was still very much important to him. He had this idea of a lifestyle that he wanted to live. And so he was trying to impress that upon me. And I was very much like, I've done that. I've been there, done that.
Mhm.
That's not a priority for me. I'm not saying it shouldn't be for you, but it's not for me. And I'm not even interested in adapting to that. And
Mhm.
so if that's what you need, you should look for the partner that's also what they need.